Hey everybody, I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm in my car. DeLeon, so cool. All right, sweet and low, thank you for being here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if the sun is a problem. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Thanks for being here today. Awesome. Want to make sure you guys can hear me. Do me a favor. I only ask for two things. What's going on, Destiny Exotic? Thanks for sharing that catch. I only ask for two things when I come on to Scopes. Two things is give me tons of hearts, and please share this with your friends and your followers if you think they can use it, if they need it. Hi from Texas, Morgan G-Mac. So share this with many people as you possibly can. Hey, Tammy Lorraine, thanks for purchasing a copy of my book. I'm going to send it out to you probably tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow for sure. So, yeah, I'll send it out to you. So thanks so much for purchasing my book. Hi from Texas. I was in Texas this time last year in Dallas. It was hot as hell. It was like 100 degrees. I swear, I think my first layer of skin was burning. But it was good. Everything in my car melted. So that was interesting. All right. I'm gonna get through this real quick. I was talking 105. Shoot. I mean, I know everybody goes 100, but with the weather, it's crazy. That's African weather, and I lived in Africa when I was a kid, and even then, I was still crazy. Mosquitoes would die in that heat. So you can cook eggs on the sidewalk. Okay, so I was talking today about hard work and how hard work doesn't matter. In from Texas, good to see people. Yep. Thank you so much, in from Texas. I love you guys. How hard work doesn't matter. Now, what I mean by that is hard work does matter, right? But the problem is a lot of people are working hard, but with no direction. So if you drove home today from wherever you were at, if you go down the street, wherever you're at, there are people here in the U.S., you got people on the side of the intersection throwing signs up in the air. You drive by, exactly, Lo. You drive by construction workers, right? And they're digging ditches all day, right? And at the end of the day, they end up with $50 or $100. Or the guy flipping a sign in the air does this for 6-7 hours, gets like $50 at the end of the day. It's like, what is the point? It's a good question. What I do, I normally introduce myself, and I totally forgot about that. I want to get into the message real quick, but my name is Ebongeka. I'm a CPA, which is a certified public accountant here in the U.S., in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm a speaker. I'm the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, which actually empowers people and shows them the tools to avoid the 4 major pitfalls in order to get their business off the ground, and actually get the clients they deserve. I'm also the prince of pricing. Now, what I mean by that is, I used to be with the Big Four, UNLV, Paxton. I used to be with PricewaterhouseCoopers. I was with Deloitte & Touche. I was also with BDO Seidman. I was with Cohn Resnick, back when they were called the Resnick Group. And so I've been doing this for 13, 14 years. So I've been in a lot of different firms. I've also spent time in the corporate space. I did tax. FAS 109 was my area, if you're familiar with that. But also I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, starting businesses here and there. Hey, Kara Allen, thanks for coming on here. Thanks for sharing it, and thanks for the hearts. Give me some love. And so what I mean by the Prince of Pricing is I noticed I did a survey for the last year. I talked to businesses. I speak at a lot of different conferences. And one of the biggest problems that small businesses face is that they weren't charging prices at the level they should. And they were struggling. Yes, I got it down. They were struggling with their pricing, and as a result, their revenues were struggling as well. So I think there's a better way. You should be charging more. You should know your value. So today I want to talk to you about hard work is never enough. Hard work doesn't mean squat if you're doing the wrong thing. Hard work doesn't mean squat if you're digging a ditch, getting $50 at the end of the day. Hard work doesn't mean anything if you're going to conferences and you're not acting on certain things. So I want to show you two differences between something that sounds really similar that people interchange mistakenly. There's information, and then there's knowledge. There's a difference. Information is one thing, knowledge is the other thing. Now, if information is great if you want to go on Jeopardy, Trivial Pursuit, you want to do a game show, if you want to be on Family Feud with Steve Harvey, if you're trying to win Trivial Pursuit with your friends, if you're trying to win game night, information's amazing. I love information. I'm a guy that knows a lot about a lot of things for some reason. And knowledge, on the other hand, knowledge usually leads to action. So what I learned from a lot of successful people, and people I've spent time with, interviewed, doing TEDx talks, all these different things, is that their knowledge leads to action. And they seek out knowledge that gets them closer to their action. Where am I? I am the man 41. I am in the Washington, D.C. area, right outside, Washington, D.C. area, in Virginia, right outside D.C. I'm about literally leaving my office. And so the difference is this. So a lot of people, They focus on information. So, and now the reason why I say this is I want to make something clear to you guys, people who don't know me. This is what I want to make very clear to you, is that when I'm saying something, giving you information or sharing value, whatever it is, I've been through the same thing. I want to be very clear. I'm not here on a high horse or on a mountaintop pointing down. I've been there doing the exact same thing. Everything that I share with you always comes from a reference experience. It always comes from something that I've done, something that I've tried, something that I've failed at, something I've succeeded at, and I'm always sharing things that I've learned. So for me, I'm like a lot of you guys. You guys are on people's list, right? Some email lists of people you like, influencers. You know, some of us have been on Amy Porterfield Scopes, Derek Halpern, Lewis Howes, a lot of these people. And we collect their emails. They send emails to us all the times, and we're reading it, and it's fantastic, and we get excited for a minute, and then we don't do anything with the knowledge they give us. Some of us even buy their courses. I bought one of Derek Halpern's course. I bought one of James Wedmore's course like a year or 2 years ago. I didn't really do much with it. I did some stuff with it. It wasn't enough money for me to spend in order for me to act, I guess. But for some reason, I didn't really act on it. So what I learned from that situation is that a lot of the problems that we have is that we're acquiring information. We're acquiring information, but we're not turning that into action. So if you acquire information for the sake of information, you'll just be a fool. If you acquire knowledge, let your knowledge lead to action. If you let your information lead to learning, you'll be like everyone else. But if you let your knowledge lead to action, that's when the wealth comes. Now, somebody asked me what I do. If you're new on here, I'm a CPA, which is a certified public accountant in the U.S. I'm also a speaker, TEDx speaker. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, Business Plan. In addition to that, I'm also the prince of pricing. I thought there was something else I usually throw in there. I work with small businesses, entrepreneurs, online coaches, freelancers to start their business from a freelance space, but also set their pricing at a place where they can live and actually eat and then actually increase their revenues in the process. I worked with somebody 6-7 months ago who I helped her. She increased her revenues in 1 month. Yeah, and I also started doing some life coaching as well. But as a result, and the reason why I started doing life coaching is because there's part and parcel with the business piece, right? So here's an example. I was on a blab today with Robert C. Stern. Some of you guys know who he is. I was on with Africa Miranda, who's another star, and Mia Voss. And we were all on this stuff. Yes, I can help you with that, Kara. We're all on this blab today talking about it. And one of the things I always said from a mindset perspective is if your mindset is not right, if you don't believe what people are sharing with you, part of the thing is I didn't really believe what I was reading, in the emails and stuff. If you don't believe what you're receiving, you're not going to act accordingly, right? Look at it this way. And not to bring up, I'm a freelance makeup artist. How can I get my money up? You got to... Well, generally speaking, the quick thing to say, normally that's something I work with clients individually on, right? But for the most part, one nugget I'll leave with you is that you have to focus. Either you focus on an area and a niche, and try and differentiate yourself by positioning yourself differently. You're not just a freelance makeup artist. Everybody does that. I mean makeup people all over the time. I do television all the time. I do Fox News and MSNBC. I'm in the back in the green room getting my makeup done. I see the same people all the time. They're doing the same thing. There's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why other people are trying to get there as well. Now, to say that I'm frozen, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep going again. And then at the end, what I'll do is I'll keep going. I'll finish this scope. And then you can catch the replay, and I'll come back in again and finish off where I left off, right? So, you're talking about getting your money up. It was going so well, too. Yes, exactly, Mike. It was going so well. All right, tell what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this one, and I'm going to come in and do it again about hard work and getting your money up, and then I'm going to wrap it up by talking about the importance of having a good mindset. If you guys can hear me, let me know. I'm giving it a few seconds, and then I'm gonna peace out, right? All right, yeah, it was going so well. I got to figure out what the deal is with this. It could be my phone. It could be the service. It could be something. La Chica Bella 80. All right, I want to thank you guys for being here. Not working. All right, I'm coming back.